Hello, sports movie fans, and welcome to Locker Room Flicks Podcast. I'm your host, Steve Lant, and with me, as always, is Mr. Frank the Tank Sullivan. Frank, what's up?
You know it. Hey now. How's it going? You know it.
It's going awesome, buddy. How was your week?
Week was good, man. Weekend was good too. Really didn't do too much. The weather was kind of shitty.
For once, I mean,
I know.
You know,
I don't know how it was over there.
We needed all that rain.
Yeah, we got a lot of rain.
I don't know about you guys, but my yard was like a dust bowl.
It
I'm
rained
glad
on and off the whole weekend.
But football started. NFL started.
Yes, we did. Yes, it did.
My Giants pulled it off.
Yeah, my Packers lost unbelievably, but it's funny too because I drafted Aaron Rodgers, and my Packers lost, and I was like I don't know why I did this because now he's gonna let me down in fantasy and in real life, and
times two.
I was like you should have seen me like the first quarter I'm like pulling my hair out. I'm like I hate this. I don't know why I do it, but I didn't lose.
You won in your fantasy game?
Killed it. Crushed it.
Yeah.
I don't even have to touch my lineup for this week coming up.
I gotta look at my lineup. I think I need. Well,
I got it locked in. Set it and forget it.
Set it.
You know what I'm talking about. You know those infomercials back in the day.
Set it and forget
we were. I don't know what the hell we were doing.
It's because my family has all of that stuff.
They had all that stuff. Casey's family had anything from if you had to call it and what's it trying to think of the word on TV as seen on TV they've had
as seen on TV
said it for
they had it.
Yeah, they had
It was fucking good too.
It did.
Wolfgang Putt Bistro set.
Wolfgang Putt Bistro set, huh?
The pet egg.
The pet egg.
I can't make this shit up. We had everything.
I know you did. Yeah. Anyways,
but we'll get off of that tangent.
Yeah, we'll get off on.
If you want to hear more tangents?
Don't have a tangent now.
Go ahead. You want to plug something?
Yeah, Casual Tangents podcast. It's coming out.
All right.
It's out actually. It's out.
Yeah. So
give it a listen. Give it a like.
Yeah, you plugged it. So Steven and my wife
fired.
Casey have a podcast. If you want to hear a little bit more, tune in.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Hashtag Casual Tangents.
Hashtag Casual Tangents. Yep.
Hashtag pity comp. All right.
You can also email and tweet Steve.
That's right.
Yeah, make sure you email.
Make sure you tweet him too. Twitter, tweet him. I don't know what it means. So.
All right.
Anyway, this week back to the Locker Room Flicks podcast,
yes.
Which is the one you're currently listening to, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get confused. We are going to go over a golf movie, and it was from 1996. It was called Tin Cup, starring Kevin Costner and Rene Russo. Came out August 16th, 1996. Box office info opening weekend was a little over 10 million, and it grossed 53, almost 54 million worldwide. Surprisingly, no awards. Say that tongue in cheek. Directed by Ron Shelton, who wrote White Man Can't Jump.
Yep.
Little fun fact for you.
Yep.
Little pre-fun fact. It's about a washed-up golf pro working at a driving range tries to qualify for the U.S. Open in order to win the heart of his successful rival's girlfriend. The classic old tale.
Oh, yeah.
Tale as old as time. We both watched it on Amazon Prime. We had to pay to rent it.
Yep.
And
it's not too bad, though. It just reminds me of like going to Blockbuster, except we're not going anywhere. We're just streaming it on Amazon Prime.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
And that brings us to my favorite portion of the episode.
Okay. Here I go.
Oh, shit.
Brings 5 facts. Brings facts. 5 facts. Brings 5 facts. Brings facts. 5 facts. Brings 5 facts. Brings facts. Brings 5 facts. Brings facts. You don't know it?
Not a
Steve
clue.
Know it? Brings 5 facts. Brings facts.
I feel like it's like a Motown type of.
All night.
He's saying like a Motown.
No? All night long.
All night long?
All
Yep.
night.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Brings 5 facts. Brings facts.
Who was it? Billy Ocean?
I kind of sucked that one.
Yeah, who was it? He said Billy Ocean.
I guess I was wrong on that one.
Okay, Caribbean Queen. No, it is Lionel Richie.
Oh, I should have known
How
Lionel
did you not
Richie.
know
Come
that?
on. I knew it.
Billy
I just didn't know it.
Get out of my dreams.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll get
All right, so
into
I
this.
half got it this week. I've been on a losing streak on that.
I know, huh? It's fine. You'll get it.
I'll get back on a roll. I'll get back in the groove on that. Thanks, Casey.
So fact number 1: Dennis Quaid stated that he regretted turning down. What are you laughing at?
Dennis Quaid, I love it. I love when we pick up any of the Quaid brothers.
Oh yeah,
Because this, in your opinion, is the better Quaid.
Better Quaid.
Dennis Quaid. I actually like Dennis Quaid a lot.
I actually do too. That's why he's the better.
I
Quaid.
know you do. I know
Yeah.
you don't. You hate Randy Quaid, but you love
It's
Dennis.
not that I
Quaid.
hate Randy Quaid. He's just.
You said you hate Randy
He's
Quaid.
I guess I might hate him that much. Yeah, I don't know.
You shit on in every episode.
Mm-hmm.
He's not
Basically.
good. He's not really that good in any of the movies we've seen him in.
I think someone's
Yeah,
jealous.
well, yeah. Well, he's more of a goofy.
Yeah,
comedy
correct.
He played a
type, that's
pivotal
why.
role in Kingpin, and we all know it.
Oh, Kingpin. Here we go.
Yeah, let's-
that whole movie was shit. So
So he turned down the role to play Don Johnson, and I actually saw Pierce Brosnan was considered to play the role of David Sims. He's just kind of
Really?
yeah.
you know what that reminds me of? When did oh shit, when did Mrs. Doubtfire come out? That was like 93 or something, 94.
Yeah, I think it was early. Yeah, earlier.
Where he kind of plays that, almost like, I don't want to say villain type, but he plays the antagonist in that movie.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I can see him. Playing that.
I mean,
role.
when was he in what you call it? When did he play James
James Bond?
Bond? Yeah, I mean that.
I think that was late. That was later in
Later?
the 90s, right?
Yeah. I had another. This is all part of one casting
Okay.
thing. Yeah, John Leguizamo was considered for the play.
John Leguizamo
Leguizamo. Wow, boy, I butchered that one.
butchered that. Sorry, John.
He was considered for the part of Romeo.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, and then I got Janine Turner was considered for the role of Molly Griswold.
Who was Janine Turner?
She
Who
was
was
in
that?
a few other roles. I looked it up. I mean, it was just really no one. Someone might know who the hell she is. She
Okay.
was She's in Steel Magnolias.
Oh shit!
As who?
Maggie. No, Nancy.
I don't know which big-haired one that was.
She was she's in a lot of like TV.
A lot of TV stuff.
Yeah, you would recognize. I recognize her in. She was in Friday Night Lights, the TV show. Did you
I
ever see the
never
TV
watched
show? No,
Nah, I never watched
That's
it.
our
Nah.
next podcast.
What
We'll
is she
do a
playing?
rewatch.
What is she playing Friday Night Lights?
She plays one of the coach's wife.
Oh,
You would recognize her,
no, I don't.
but
So she was considered for Rene Russo's role.
yes,
Molly.
Leave it to. Oh, she was
Oh.
the mom in Leave It to Beaver, like
June,
the movie. Do you remember that movie?
Leave It to Beaver, the movie.
the blonde.
You've
yeah.
never seen that movie?
No, I've never even heard of it.
Really?
Really? I didn't know there was a Leave It to
She's
Beaver.
in the A team.
97.
97.
97 it came out, yeah. She was in
Dude, that was my
Cliffhanger.
primetime movie watching. Was that in the that was a straight to DVD. I'm telling you right now.
What, Leave It to Beaver? Yeah, of course
Yeah.
it was. Yeah. You ever see,
Yeah.
it says Cliffhanger, I think was one of her.
Cliffhanger. I like Cliffhanger.
so she was in that.
I think I know who she is.
Yeah.
Was she the one who died in the beginning?
I've never seen
Spoiler
Cliffhanger, so.
Spoiler alert! She
well-
dies in the beginning.
It seems that she's from Texas, so I guess she would
That would
probably
make
fit
sense.
that role.
Yeah, being
Texas
Texas set
forever.
in Texas.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Everything's bigger in Texas.
yeah.
Shout out to our Texas.
Shout out to
listeners.
all our Texas. Do we have any listeners from Texas?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
Yeah.
Probably.
We used to have one. Meg used to live in Texas.
She don't live in Texas anymore?
No, she went to Florida.
Shout out
Did
Meg
not keep up
Paul.
with her life.
Oh, I don't know. Fact number 2: when filming at the at the golf resort in the Arizona desert. The script called for a water hazard. Since there was none on the course, the filmmakers built one and named it Tin Cup Lake.
Tin Cup Lake.
So I guess
So I'm guessing they left it there.
Water, yeah. Well, I don't know. You'd fill it up, and I mean, if it's on a golf course too, let's leave it there, right?
Yeah. Screw it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Fact number 3: in the scene where Roy and his entourage meet at the Waffle House, an argument breaks out about whether there is a Waffle House near Salome.
Salami?
Salami.
Salami?
It's one of the towns.
Salami?
Whether it's in Midland or Odessa. And the truth is, there is no Waffle House in either Midland or Odessa. So there's no Waffle House, which I believe that's where Midland and Odessa is where Friday Night Lights, the movie, took place.
I was going to say, that sounded familiar.
Yeah. Because you work, you play for Midland, right? Who paying you?
Mid what?
Who paying you?
Man.
Mid what?
I heard that.
Yeah.
Mid what?
Mid what?
Fact number 4: many of the golf shots were of Kevin Costner's character were actually Costner himself. So he must have been an avid golfer.
An avid golfer.
Yeah.
An avid golfer.
Fact number 6.
Yeah, he had some nice shots in this.
No,
movie.
he did. Yeah, for sure. I don't know I don't know if they wrote it into the movie, but the way supposedly his swing was like a half a swing or something. They call it like a
the stop at the end or whatever. What didn't follow through.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, so the scene at the end of the movie where Roy hits in the water, there was actually based on an actual event. Gary McCord, the commentator with the handlebar mustache in the movie, is an actual commentator and pro golfer. In 1987, in a 1987 tournament, he had shot a similar shot to Costner's, and he needed a birdie to win it. And he went for it, and he ended up doing the same thing what Costner does in the movie, and he ended up finishing 15 strokes on that hole. So it was it was based on a real life incident.
Can we get into that already? I fucking hate that.
You hated that scene?
I hated that scene.
Really? And that's the whole.
I did not like it.
Well, we'll get into it. Yeah, so we're pretty.
Was that Frank's 5 fun facts?
That was my fun facts.
And that was Frank's 5 fun facts. Don't mute me, please.
Okay.
I see your finger on it. Don't.
Anyways,
Noise tea.
so yeah, we'll talk about. I guess since we're on the end, we'll talk about the end.
Yeah.
Are you gonna ask for my review later?
Do you want to give your review?
Yes,
No.
I would.
We go through this every time.
Do you not want my review anymore? Let's let the audience decide.
Yeah, let's
Survey says.
You're gonna want it. No one wants it.
No, we
Oh
don't
my
want your
God.
review. Yeah,
You
can,
don't?
the next one you can do.
You don't want it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you, Steve. I see him laughing. No.
we go to this every episode.
No, I'm not.
Every episode.
Listen,
What did I do?
Either.
you
What did
have
I
your own
even
podcast
do?
now.
Nope.
You can cut some of that out.
I'm putting the podcast.
Anyways,
Oh my God.
so yeah, the ending. You said you hated the ending.
Wait, can I just say something?
Yeah,
Kind of like you're in trouble with Casey. I'm in trouble with Colleen right now
yeah. Why is that?
because I should have been asking her every week if she wanted to watch the movies with me, and apparently she does.
See right there.
And no, she's not.
Oh.
I don't know where
She's not there
somewhere in the
badgering you
house.
like my wife is.
No, she's not. No. We had a discussion before the podcast tonight, and we had a good laugh about it. But
Yeah.
I think in the future I will be asking Colleen if she would like to watch a movie with me.
Yeah, well, and the other thing is too is like if there's a certain movie she wants to give her review on, not every fucking movie, then sure, why not? No.
Oh.
So
Anyway,
anyways,
so This is my public apology to
Well-
Colleen. Sorry, Kyle.
Well, you watch it. You watch all your movies on the train.
To this one I did.
This one you did.
Yeah, I only watched a handful on the train.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to scramble for this one. so-
Well, and what we find is, I mean, if she's gonna watch them with you, you have to make time. You have to make
Yeah.
sure you have it.
We'll
And we-
schedule it.
And we, yeah, that's really what it comes down to. You have to kind of schedule it because, especially if we're gonna record. I mean, what was it
Yeah.
last week? We ended up watching it. I watched a movie like a day before.
Yeah.
know?
Which is not like you.
No,
It's not like you.
no, we do. I do my pizza Sundays and the movie.
Yeah. Absolutely. It sounds like a blast.
No, it's
You know
been
what
fun.
we'll have to do one of these days is we'll have to meet up and watch the movie together and
Yeah.
on social.
No, we definitely can, man. I mean, we got to pick a.
Yeah, we got to pick a time and a date.
Pick a
We have to
time.
schedule that.
I have a few ideas too when we could possibly do that too. We'll
right.
talk about that later off the air. Tune in.
cool. Tune-
I'm gonna make a note.
Make a note, Frank. All right. So before I rudely interrupted,
Yes.
the ending. You want to talk? You want to go to the ending again?
Go ahead. You kind of started it, but
I wasn't a big fan of it. First of all, I'm usually a big fan of like montages, right? And you know that.
yeah,
The whole ending montage of like the U.S. Open
yeah.
took forever. Didn't it take forever, man? Didn't it just get dragged? I felt like it got dragged out.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because we were talking about it too. It did the whole PGA. Yeah, was it the PGA? That whole tour just it seemed because they played the course what 3 times or 4 times,
4 times. You play it Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
and
Sunday,
like I
usually.
get the fact of they have to show a little bit of it.
Right.
And then obviously, like the whole big thing is the last hole and him trying to, get on. So you kind of have to show the last hole.
No, I get that. I'm fine with that, but
Yeah, it did kind of drag a little
I'm just
bit.
saying leading up to that, it just took like forever. I looked at the time; it was like another 45 minutes. I was like, "This movie is way too long.
long.
It was
Yeah.
like 2 hours and 15 minutes."
Yeah,
of
we
it,
said that. Yeah, it was long.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I didn't like the ending.
Yeah.
And it's not like I wanted a storybook ending, like, oh, he's going to shoot a hole in one and he's going to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm fine with him losing.
Yeah,
just-
correct.
He
Well,
just totally imploded.
yeah, and I guess here's my thing. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, no golfer is gonna do that, except it actually
No.
is based off a real story though, because like some asshole. Because I just said in my fact, the guy actually did it
Yeah.
in real life.
I didn't know that, so that kind of makes it a little more sense.
It makes but like I don't know. I mean, he's a hard-headed golfer because I again, it's
Yeah.
I don't understand. You're just gonna sit there. You're just gonna keep going out. I mean, eventually he does it. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I can see if that's on like a regular. You're playing for fun, but
Yeah, exactly. It's
You're
not
not
the
gonna-
U.S. Open.
It's like playing in the Super Bowl. You're not gonna. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah, he had a chance to. If he would have played it safe. I thought he was going to play it safe and just be like, all right, I finally played it safe, and because every time he was on the 18th hole for every
Yeah.
3 times before that, he tried the same
and he
thing.
gets the hole in one. Doesn't he get
Well,
it in on the last one?
Yeah, he does get it in finally.
Yeah.
but I don't know. I didn't like that.
Really?
I don't know. It
Well,
was just me.
yeah, like I said, you're fine. I mean, that's it's your opinion. I enjoy the movie. I guess I'd sum this movie up in like one sentence.
Okay.
Happy Gilmore, less comedy. Because I was getting Happy Gilmore vibes, kind of a little bit, where like he's like, I mean, obviously he's like a washed up, golfer, but like, he's kind of like unconventional. He does whatever he wants, kind of like Happy Gilmore. You know what I mean? And it wasn't really that funny. I mean, it was nice. Like the golf action was good, which I enjoyed.
Yeah.
There was a lot of golf play, but like the comedy aspect
You
of
thought
it,
there was though? I would have
think
thought
so.
for I would have thought you were going to say the opposite.
really,
I didn't think there was enough golf play.
really.
And the golf play they had was, I thought, kind of subpar.
Yeah,
No pun
I
intended.
thought there was a little. I maybe again it's just me. I thought there was a lot of golf play.
Yeah.
But the humor wasn't that funny. Like it had
No.
its funny parts, and it felt like they
did.
were like let's just cast Cheech Marin and as like the funny guy, which Casey didn't know. She was like, who's Cheech Marin?
She didn't know who Cheech Marin was.
No.
Really. The Cheech and Chong fan.
That's what I said immediately. And she, okay. So I had to make fun of her for that one.
I thought the funniest part of this movie was when he finally gets to the U.S. Open. He's about to shoot a bucket of balls, and he fucking shanks it, and it starts going down the line and fucking,
Oh
hitting
yeah,
people,
yeah. With all
And they're like,
they're
"Who the
working
fuck
at
was
him.
that?"
Yeah,
Who was that? Like, I don't know. I thought I cracked up at that.
yeah. That was funny.
After that, it was all right. I mean, I could see where you're coming from with Happy Gilmore vibes.
Vibes, yeah.
But
I mean, that's what it felt
A
like.
little bit.
Little
I
bit.
mean, I don't know. I could see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
I'll agree with part of that.
It was funny because you were talking about hitting the bucket of balls, and one of the details I noticed about the prices for buckets of balls, because like I said, I do golf,
Right.
and I had to write it down. So it was like $1.75 for $4 for like a jumbo bucket of balls, which
What
like
is it, like $15?
now
or
it's
something?
like $12 or something like that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That was one little detail I noticed, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, it's can't even do math.
1996. It came out the same year as Happy Gilmore.
I was gonna say, I thought Happy Gilmore came out pretty.
It came
close
out
to-
later. We looked that up too. It came out later on.
like later on
Yeah.
in the year. Okay. I never. I mean, again, this was the prime time for me, like watching movies. Like, I mean, I love movies and everything, but like the '90s was like I loved the '90s movies,
Yeah.
and I had never seen this one. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised I never saw it before this. It took me
Yeah.
26 years or.
It's funny too because like when they first said his name, it was like Roy McIlroy, right? McAvoy, because there's an actual golfer named Rory McIlroy.
Is it McElroy?
Yeah, but it's Rory. So like
But he's a newer golfer.
yeah, he's
right?
newer now. So like I was like wait a minute.
Like he wasn't out. He wasn't out. Like
Yeah,
moving
I know,
around
I
when,
just-
this movie. Was
I guess
made. But
I
that's
was just-
funny that how it's like
it
pretty-
was
pretty
almost
similar.
the same thing. I thought it was kind of
Yeah.
funny.
And how about what do you think about how he got his name, Tin Cup?
Tin Cup. It was kind of I don't know.
It was like random.
Yeah, it was very random the way he got his nickname. It was funny.
It was funny.
Don't get me
He
wrong.
was getting hit in the nuts with a curveball because he was a catcher, but
Yeah, it just
it had nothing to do with golf.
No, it had nothing to do with golf. Yeah.
It sounds like a golf thing. I'm pretty sure you call it the cup, right? To get the
Yeah.
in the hole is a cup, Tin Cup. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't seem. I don't know.
I
I wasn't enjoy. I mean,
not too impressed with the
Don't
movie,
get-
huh?
I was not too impressed with the movie. I did get like a laid back kind of vibe from throughout the whole movie. It's like I get it. He's like chill. He's a chill dude.
Yeah. Well, he was
Does
drunk half the
whatever.
time.
Oh, he's constantly drinking.
Yeah. He's gambling too.
Oh, they're always gambling on. It starts off with the bug zapper.
Yeah.
His entourage, with the bug zapper.
Mm-hmm.
But he's constantly doing, making stupid bets. and
I
shit
thought
like
it
that.
was funny the beginning scene where they're all watching him give her lessons, and they're like watching
Yeah,
out the
yeah.
out the blinds and stuff.
Yeah,
kinda peeking out.
and he's like, telling him to get down. And
Yeah.
stuff. But I don't know. I thought Rene Russo was all right in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen
Music-
her in many movies.
You'll see her in Major League when we do that. I liked her in Major
Yeah.
League. I thought, and again, I'm not a big country guy. I thought the music was not great.
Really? I don't mind. Like I said, I don't mind country. I just didn't really recognize. Didn't really care. I didn't. The music didn't stand out to me.
No, it didn't stand out at all. I thought it was, I don't want to say horrible, but it wasn't great. You know?
It's I don't know. It's funny because like my buddy who wanted us to watch this so bad, he's like, "Y'all, she's gonna don't shit all over my favorite movie."
Oh no!
Yeah, and
that's right.
'cause
Your buddy was all excited.
Somebody
it was
did-
his favorite movie.
apparently, yeah. And I get someone, we already kind of heard a little bit of Casey talking how she really didn't like the movie that much because she, she had to immediately message him and tell him how awful the movie.
Oh, she was like, "Oh, really?" She
Yeah.
started on him right away.
Yep.
I mean, what's your opinion, Frank? I mean, I've been kind of going off here, so I want to give you your due.
Yeah, I don't know. It's rough now. We're talking about it again. I enjoyed the movie. Again, if it's one of those things where like if it's on TV, I'm scrolling. I'll probably scroll past it. I mean, it's hard enough watching golf on TV, anyways. But
Right.
to watch it, again, I'd put on Happy Gilmore.
Oh, dude, Happy Gilmore over Tin Cup, hands down.
It wasn't that funny. You know what I mean? I liked.
To me, it was more of like a rom-com,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. Yeah, with the whole
Loosely.
storyline with the girl.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. It was I don't know. Think of what else. It was weird too. He had like an obsession with milk. Did you catch that?
I did. He did.
It was-
He kept drinking milk. Besides drinking booze, he was, he was always drinking milk.
I know.
I don't know what was up with that, but that's rough, man. That's like, it reminds me of Anchorman when he's like, milk was a bad choice.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if you remember.
Kinda. Yeah, kinda.
He's drinking milk all the time in the Texas heat. Like that's not refreshing.
I guess I will say like the funny scene. It was funny. However, like I just don't see it happening in real life. Is
Okay.
when he's breaking all the clubs
Yeah.
on the course.
Oh, yeah.
And he's asking him to give him and Cheech getting that little argument. And then
It was kind of sad. It was kind of sad towards the end of that scene.
Yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah. And then
You
he
know
ends
what I'm
up
saying?
playing. Go ahead.
Shit got real. Yeah, he ends up playing with the 7-iron the rest of the course.
Which is actually like I was thinking like, I mean it was like the sectional, so I don't really know if you want to do that. Number one, number two, it probably could be done. It would be very difficult.
Well, he was already halfway through the course, right? So
Yeah,
and I think
so,
he was
I mean,
doing well,
yeah, I mean 7-iron is really not going to give you a lot of
range.
distance,
right?
but it can be done. Don't get me wrong.
If anybody could do it, it's Tin Cup.
Apparently, because we watched him do it. And it's funny too because like he ends up making a bet just to try to get his clubs back. You know what I mean? And he's playing
Like
with
he-
a shovel
yeah.
and a rake, which was very far fetched, and and a baseball bat,
And a baseball
which
bat, yep.
I don't think he'd be able to like if a real golfer saw him do that, he'd be like, no, that's not gonna happen. You can't just pick the
Yeah.
ball up and throw it. I thought it was funny. However, like, you know what I mean? Like the real golfer would have been like, nah, it's not happening.
So I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
This whole $12,000 that he owes his ex-girlfriend stripper,
Yeah,
like what the fuck was that?
it
about?
wasn't needed. Yeah,
That he ends up handing over the deed to the driving range and all that shit.
yeah.
Well, first of all, they never explained why he owed her $12,000.
I think it was on.
It was just
was
like,
it on a race?
all right.
I think.
A race?
I don't remember.
Maybe I just didn't pick up on
Yeah.
it. I don't know. Went over my head. It was
No,
like,
you're right. There was a lot of again, and I think that's probably. I think we would have liked it better or more if they kind of cut some of that out and made it a little shorter.
Yeah, this could have easily been an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's funny too. Yeah, because like I knew it. I was like, oh, this is 2 hours, over 2 hours long.
It's a 2:15 like Coach Carter was, but there's a difference between Coach Carter and this movie. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, I agree. I'm gonna see here. I'm looking through my notes here. I had a little kind of funny thing in the beginning with the armadillo.
Yeah.
Just because like I don't know, it was right in the beginning, and I don't know if you've ever seen an armadillo.
Not in real life.
So like it's just a funny story because I'll never forget it too. Is like we were on our honeymoon at Disney. I don't know if you knew we went on our honeymoon at Disney World.
Okay.
We were leaving the parking lot at night, and we were driving out, and I literally stopped. I was like, "Oh shit, there's an armadillo," and it was
No.
I have the picture still.
A fucking armadillo in Florida?
Yeah,
Holy shit. I mean, I believe you. I'm just saying that's crazy.
it's just like
I thought they were only in Texas.
yeah, they're in Florida. There's a lot of wildlife in Florida.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently, maybe it got out of the Wild Kingdom or something.
Yeah, no, it was just in the parking lot, and I just kind of was like
Just
shocked,
chilling?
and I stopped like sudden.
Dude, I
And,
mean, that would probably fuck up your car.
if it hit, oh, absolutely.
ran it
If you
over
ran
or
it
something?
over, I'm trying to.
Yeah, because those, I think those shells are like hard as fuck.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, like, you ain't fucking penetrating that shit.
No, I got that in my notes. I thought it was funny.
That's funny, man.
Um,
Yeah, it was. You know, I get it. It's like they were just following him around and shit.
I thought it was cool. Did you see? They had. It was a young Phil Mickelson in the background. Did you see him? Or no?
Yeah, I think again,
I mean,
like
I'm sure
just
there's
like
a
with
lot of
Happy
golfers.
Gilmore. Yeah, I think they had a lot of golfers.
But considering that I just kind of like picked up golf, I thought it was kind of funny and cool to see a young Phil Mickelson. I don't know how young he was at the time. I should have looked it up, but
Well, he was 26 years younger than he is now.
very true. Yeah,
Very true.
Very true.
What about a young Jim Nance as one of the
Yeah,
announcers?
yeah, that was cool too. Yeah.
Yeah. I like Jim Nance. A lot of people don't, but I like Jim Nance.
Oh, I like him too.
Oh, you know who people shit on all the time that I didn't. Now this is going to be a unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
Joe Buck.
Oh yeah, a lot of people shit on him.
Oh, tons of people shit
Especially,
on Joe Buck.
like,
They hate him.
I know because he does the Yankees, right? Or used
Nah,
to.
he'll.
Didn't he?
No,
used to?
he doesn't do the. No, he does like Fox.
Play-
Well, I don't think he does Fox at all.
Yeah.
but he'll do like the World Series and.
Yeah.
and
I don't mind
the
him.
Super
Like I
Bowl.
said, I enjoy
I don't
him.
mind Joe Buck, but he gets shit on so much.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
he's like the king. He's like the kingpin of sportscasters.
Kinda, yeah.
That's for Casey.
Another note I wrote too that like, because like I said, I used to golf back in the day. My dad would drag me, and I hated it. And like carrying clubs back in the day was awful because like the bags
Oh,
were
you didn't have you never got a cart.
No, we never had a cart. We would walk. That's probably the reason why I stopped going because like, and especially back in the day, like the clubs were like heavier, the bags were
Right.
heavier, so like you got this big like, and even the straps too. Like the bag I have now has like the straps that it's almost like a backpack. And it's,
Oh, okay.
And it's way-
it goes over both shoulders.
yeah, like I could do over one or two, and it's way easier.
Well, it's probably distributing the weight a lot.
Oh
more
yeah,
evenly.
I mean, I should do. I have old clubs too. I should weigh a bag. I'm probably
There
not
you
going
go.
to though.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler: I'm not going to do. I could weigh the difference in the new bag to the old bag, and I'm sure the clubs were probably heavier too.
Yeah. I think I said this on the Happy Gilmore episode.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I did get into golf. My dad was a great golfer.
Yeah,
And I tried to about 20 years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
I just my wife got me lessons, and I just
Just
fucking wasn't patient enough. And,
That's what it is. Yeah, you need patience. Yeah.
yeah, and I don't know. I had the most awkward swing, and I just, especially now, I couldn't do it now.
It's a hard sport,
Yeah, it's not fucking easy.
Once you get it down, I mean, and too, like bowling's not really that hard of a sport, but it's like
Right.
it's really practice and your form, and
Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah.
as long as you perfect that form and can do it every single time,
Oh, it's consistent.
it doesn't seem like a hard thing, but guess what? It is.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Hence the reason why I slice balls into the woods.
So,
But well,
no, I thought I like Cheech Marin in the movie.
I do like him too.
trying to think-
I liked him.
Yeah, I always like Cheech Marin. I think he's a good actor. He does like a wide range of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he started off as like the goofy,
Yep.
getting the guy who got high all the time with Chong.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's ranged himself
And,
out. Did you ever see what was the movie From Dusk Till Dawn?
Oh, I haven't seen it in a long time. Yeah,
Wasn't he the guy who was like, I can't. I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
even
say
remember, to be honest with you.
all right.
Yeah.
all right. You guys can look it up. Look up Cheech Marin in Dusk Till Dawn. What were you gonna say?
No, the movie was a little. It was a little predictable. I mean, besides the ending, I didn't see the ending. I didn't see it ending like that. I didn't think he was gonna take 12 or 15 extra shots.
Right.
But you knew he was gonna eventually end up, getting a girl. Trying pretty much
Yeah,
coming
it
back
was-
to win almost. I mean, he almost did, but
I mean, it was and it wasn't predictable.
yeah,
When they're laying on the couch at the end,
Mhm.
and they're just bullshitting, and she's like, "Oh, by the way, you finished top 15, so you can go to the Open next year. You qualify for the Open already."
yeah,
He's like, "Oh, really? I didn't know that." Blah blah blah. So I don't know. He's like saying like he didn't learn his lesson and stuff like that. That I was like, all right, that was kind of like cool because you don't really see that. Normally, it's like this put a little bow on it. It's a perfect ending, and you go on your way. And
Yeah.
he has a perfect life after that. But I don't know. It was predictable and not predictable. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
A
can
lot of stuff
understand
was
that.
predictable, but other stuff wasn't.
Um,
You know what we should have done? We should have asked your friend for his review.
yeah,
'Cause I would love to hear what he thinks.
Could have had
if
him
it's
on.
his favorite movie.
yeah.
Even if he just, you know what? I'll tell you what. What's his name again?
Chris Bennett.
Chris Bennett.
If you're listening, and we know you are,
We know you are. Email me at lockerroomflicks@gmail.com. I want to hear what you what your review is of the movie.
I'll send him a message.
know you're gonna-
actually.
We know you're gonna hate
Yeah,
this podcast, this episode of the podcast. So
he'll listen now.
I mean, if you want to review that,
yeah,
you want to review it too. But I want to hear your review of the movie.
yeah, for sure.
And anyone else who wants to, please, let us know.
Give us your thoughts. Yeah, if you agree or disagree.
What, you hit your knee or
Yeah,
something?
hit my knee on the thing. I gotta switch positions every now and then. But all right, you want to get right into ratings then?
Yeah.
Let me
Hook us up with the IMDb.
let me go ask someone else if they want to give the ratings. I'm gonna
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna mute for a minute just so so
Okay.
you don't hear the yelling. All right. Well, Kate, she said she don't really feel like giving a rating, but
No?
well, she said movie was ass. So there, I think that's your rating right there.
Okay.
So
She doesn't want to give a number?
yeah. So I am
What number is ass?
probably pretty low. So IMDb gave it a 6.4. So
Okay. I thought it was going to give it higher than that. To be
Really?
honest with you. Yeah.
and like I said, I got a little soft spot for Kevin Costner. So
Yeah.
I think that's where it keeps it kind of above water for me.
Okay.
But do you want to go first then, or what? I'm
Yeah, I'll go first. I'll
Okay.
go first. I'm gonna, as much as we shit on this movie for the last 40 or so minutes,
We didn't really shit on it. We just didn't really speak too well.
we didn't speak highly of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go into sevens with this one. I'm gonna go 7.3.
Okay.
All right. It's not like the worst movie I've ever seen.
No.
It's just it's long. There's some shit that could cut out,
Mm-hmm.
and some of it to me just didn't make a whole lot of sense, But it was like to me, like I said, I got the chill, laid back vibes most of the movie. It wasn't your typical intense, sports movie like Coach Carter. Like that was like, very intense to me, but it was, I liked it or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was the chill vibes.
Yeah,
I liked it for that sense, and it just wasn't a great movie. That's all. So I mean, would I watch it again? Yeah, maybe if somebody wanted to watch it,
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, I've never seen Tin Cup. You want to watch it with me? Sure, I'll watch it with you."
You gonna watch the whole thing?
I don't know. It depends on what's going on. I might just spoil it for the person and say, "Yeah, he's gonna hit this ball like 12 times, 15 times, and he's gonna lose the Open."
Yeah.
But no, so I'd say 7.3. I don't think that's a horrible score. It's not a shitty. You know what I'm saying? It's
No, that's
respectable.
I mean, that's average. That's respectable.
yeah.
I respect your rating.
Thank you.
I respect it.
I appreciate that. What about you, bud?
So I'll go through my little bit of my. So for the action, I gave it a 7. I'm gonna land right around where you are at. The story, I'm gonna give it a 7. Again, I liked it a little bit. There was obviously there's some things you can cut out, and it's fun. It was funny, but again, I give that a 7 too. But I'm gonna give it a little bit of a half a point, just because on the mere fact that I'm a Kevin Costner fan, and
So just Kevin Costner alone gives it a half.
and my buddy,
half a point bump.
and my buddy, I'll give it a
And
little
Chris.
half,
All right.
half a
Shout out to
point.
Chris. Shout out to Chris. We
It's funny.
appreciate you
It's funny
listening.
too because he's like an Xbox buddy. I've never met him in real life, but we've played Xbox for years. It's got to be.
awesome.
It's got to be. I don't know. Jeez, 10 years. We play the same. We play this.
Jeez.
We play the same games. And
Now, where's Chris located? Where is
he's
he at?
in Edmonton, Canada.
Oh, Canadian. All right. I love
which
it.
I'm sure that's he was also the one that was butchering us for not doing Miracle. I told him we'll get to
okay.
it yet.
Yeah, Miracle's great.
Hence all the Canadian jokes about about hockey and stuff. But
But we listen, seriously, we appreciate you listening, Chris.
Yes.
We're not,
absolutely. But
So what was your
So I'm
final
gonna
score?
go
7.5?
a 7.5.
7.5. Okay. And again, I respect your score, Frank. Very respectable score.
Thank you.
It's better than IMDb. I don't know, man. IMDb, I don't get it.
Yeah,
Is that composed of user ratings? Is that what that is? I guess so. huh?
probably. Yeah. Well, it's funny too because even I feel like more people vote for TV rather than
rate TV
rate
on
TV
IMDb.
and that's even rating episodes too.
Okay.
Because it's funny, you have your other podcast if you want to
Yes.
plug that.
Another podcast, the third one, Shutty Up.
Shutty Uppy, which is
King and Queens podcast.
recording tonight, right?
Absolutely.
All of their episodes are rated pretty high.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe that's just because the user ratings or whatever. But a lot of those episodes are ranked. They're 8, above. There's no episode that is ranked. Unless I haven't checked every episode, but I've checked a lot of them. There's no episode that's really ranked under it's at a 6. They're all high 7s, 8, low 8s.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah. I
and
noticed that.
As much as we love
look at those every week.
Yeah, as much as we love those, episodes too. There's definitely some episodes that you're I don't really care for this one.
Yeah, right.
Um,
yeah, that's always going to be the case.
but But yeah.
Sometimes it has to. You have to be in the mood too, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. Yep.
So, all right.
All right.
That kind of closes the book on Tin Cup.
Yep.
I'm not mad we watched it. I'm just
No,
you know,
no, I'm
it's
kind of
just-
glad we did. No.
Yeah, I'm glad we did.
Next movie,
Next movie with
we put the poll
drum
up,
roll.
and first of all, I mean, I would assume we had Karate Kid versus Sidekicks.
Okay.
Now, I assume you saw Karate Kid because I think you voted for it, or no?
I voted for Karate Kid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I saw Sidekicks like way back in the day.
Yeah,
That's like in
I was
early
gonna
90s,
say
right?
I wanted to put, like I said, two similar movies alike. I saw it way back in the day a few times. I haven't seen it in years.
Yeah.
Karate Kid, I mean, I've seen with the Cobra Kai, which you need to get into because I know you haven't seen it, right?
Yeah, I saw the first episode and that was it.
That was it, huh?
Yeah, I know it just
Crazy.
came out with a season 5.
Yeah,
like last
we
week.
got about 2 episodes left.
Okay.
But
You guys binge that shit, huh?
we were watching another show. We probably would have watched it in the first
The
first
day?
weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we just actually recently saw all 3 of the Karate Kids, maybe like a year ago,
Oh, okay.
or maybe a
for
little bit
the
longer.
first time.
No, I've seen them all. I've seen all 3 of them. She only saw 1.
Okay.
Actually, I was just say
Prior
3
to
of them. I saw the 4th movie with Selma Hayek, and I've also seen the
Next
remake
Karate Kid with.
with Jaden Smith, and
Yeah.
we can do that one too. We'll keep
Jackie
that.
Chan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
let's keep
talk
one on
we'll
the
talk
road.
about that another time. But yeah, so we just recently saw all 3 of the Karate Kid movies. So we're
Okay.
so we had 13 votes to Karate Kid to 9 the Sidekicks. So
Wow.
Karate
it
Kid
was actually close this week.
Karate Kid it is.
Okay.
I was kind of like bummed. I kind of wanted to watch Sidekicks just because I haven't watched it
in forever.
in forever. But I enjoy Karate Kid. So
Yeah. It's been. I'm gonna be honest. It's been a long time since I've seen Karate Kid.
really,
Yeah. That's a classic '80s movie though. so,
absolutely, yeah.
you know. Yeah. There's a lot of good. I mean, from what I remember, there's a lot of good action in it. A lot of good life lessons. You know. From
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So.
It's funny too. I was just telling Casey. I was like, you haven't seen Cobra Kai, but Cobra Kai is so popular right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. My kids watch it.
And
so.
I was like, I can only imagine if, Mr. Miyagi if he were still alive and we were doing the
Yeah.
math too, he'd be like 90 right now.
Yeah.
Like it would be through the roof if he was on it.
Oh my God! If Mr. Miyagi was on it,
Yeah.
forget it.
But yeah, that's what we're doing. Karate Kid, it is.
Karate Kid.
All right,
next
man.
week. I'll have to, you know.
You gonna tell her? Tell her that
I'm gonna tell Colleen. I'm pretty sure.
she's not gonna watch
I
that?
know. I think she said this many times. Like her brothers used to make her watch that movie.
Really?
So I don't know. I don't
So
know
she can pass
how
on
thrilled
this
she's
one
gonna
then,
be to
huh?
watch it. Yeah. We'll see. But listen, I'm gonna offer. You know.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah.
That's all I could do.
Colleen.
That's all I could do.
Pipe down over there. Anyways, you guys, you got to make sure you follow our Facebook and
Yeah.
Instagram. Instagram is still lacking with followers. However, the reel that I put up with what's his face, Moneyball, the Moneyball reel that I put up,
Is that still going?
dude, it keeps getting likes and views.
Okay.
It's at 5,600 views.
Nice.
And
So are these? I mean, we gotta
I don't
convert these into listeners.
I don't know.
man.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know where we're. And it's got 466 likes. So like,
Shit,
I was like, we only have like 50 followers. And then it's weird. I don't know what it is. Like some of the other ones, like the remember the Titans one is at 2,000 views. Slapshot's at 3,200, and then you have Coach Carter's at 200.
Wow.
So I don't.
200 for Coach Carter?
Yeah, so I don't really know, and I'm doing
That's
hashtags
weird,
and all and everything like that. So I don't know why it's not getting the love, but it's that one every day. It's like 10, 20 likes,
Cool.
but I'll take it.
Hey, man. We'll
Locker
take it.
Room Flicks podcast on Instagram and Facebook. We are saying Locker Room Flicks podcast. We're at 363 members.
You know, I invited people, right, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, actually, another listener, James Taylor, shout out James. He actually invited a few more people too.
Oh, thank you, James.
So if
Appreciate that.
you fans wanna invite people, you can too.
James, singer and Chris's husband.
Yeah. Anyways,
So to piggyback on what Frank was saying,
yeah,
please let your friends and family know about this podcast and ask them to listen. That's the best way we can get listeners is by other people, word of mouth and stuff. So
yes,
we appreciate all the help we can get, and let's grow this thing.
yeah, man, absolutely. We're gonna get there. We're almost at 20 episodes.
I know, man.
We're gonna get
It's
there.
crazy.
But yeah, I mean, and also too, if you listen on, I don't know, whatever you listen on, whether it be YouTube or Apple Podcasts, you can just give us a little rate. You can like the video on YouTube. I did that yesterday. I was liking all the videos.
Oh, nice.
And then you should do the same. And on Apple Podcasts, you can give us a rating. I mean, it take you 2 seconds just to hit that star.
Hopefully more than a star, but yeah.
Yeah, hopefully
I
more
get
than
what
one
you're saying.
star. And also too,
and then-
if you can make the time, give us just write a. You don't even have to go too detailed. Just say you enjoy the podcast.
And you know what? We'll read it on the air.
Absolutely.
How about that?
Yeah.
We'll make you a deal. We'll read it on the air.
Shout you
We'll
out.
make your day. Shout you out. It'll be fun. It's a lot of fun. I have fun with Frank.
Yes, we do.
We're still only at 10 ratings and a couple of reviews, but that's okay.
We read. I'm looking at him right now. Did we read C. Powell 781?
Yes.
We did. Okay.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Because I know it's just, I guess it was about a month ago.
Yeah, we read that one.
Yeah.
But thanks a lot, C.
Thanks a
Powell.
lot, C. Powell, and everyone else.
We appreciate that. And everyone else who left reviews.
But that's it for me.
All right.
Yep.
That's it for me, too.
That's the ball game.